Yeah, yeah.
JP.
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you a story. I'm on the Nimbus. I'm in the Stratus. Come check my status. What the Flux is going on? I'm on the Nimbus. I'm in the Stratus. Come check my status. What the Flux is going on? I'm on the Nimbus. I'm in the Stratus. Come check my status. What the Flux is going on? I am fluxing on them now. I'm fluxing on them proud. I'm fluxing on them now. I'm fluxing on them proud. I'm in the Nimbus. Come check my status. What's my status? What the is going on? I'm in the Nimbus. Come check my status. What's my status? I'm fluxing on them now. 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 I'm fluxing on them proud. What the flux is this? We going to the moon. Can I tell you something? Layer 1, layer 2, this is humongous. Decentralized, so we keep it 100. 10,000 nodes, yeah, we building an army. Flex on them now like it don't mean nothing. We an army and we strong. I'm on the Nimbus. I'm in the Stratus. Come check my status. Come check my status. What the flux is going on? What the flux is going on? What the flux we are so strong. We an army and we strong. And we strong.
Morning.
We are live. Davey, how the hell are you, buddy?
Good morning. I'm on my third cup of coffee. I'm ready to go. It's Monday morning. Let's do it.
I've had 2 of these, and I'll probably have a third. I'm jacked up. I am so jacked up.
Oh, I'm pumped.
I'm high on life, Davey. What a freaking amazing couple weeks we've had. Unbelievable shit, right? So if you guys had a chance to join us on our AMA on Saturday, we had some fun there. We answered a lot of questions. Probably made more questions than we had answers to. And the biggest one we made questions to and not necessarily gave answers was SSP, which, Davey, by the way, if I had to pick the best presentation of Cypherpunk, it was today-ish. Who would have figured, man? That guy gave a hell of a presentation. He was getting the crowd pumped up. Everybody was exciting. And he unveiled probably one of the biggest heavy hitters in the space right now. I mean, he
did an amazing job. Yeah, absolutely.
He did.
Because I don't know how many people really know to this, but he's always quiet in the meetings. He's just sitting there and he answers when he has to answer. But otherwise, but on the stage, he was like pumping people up.
I looked at Davey at one point during that thing, and I was like, where the fuck was this guy after the past 6 years? Because he was like pumped. He was into it, man. Like, it was great. And, that comes down to when you're building stuff you believe in, those introverts become extroverts very quickly when they start talking about what they're passionate about. And I think that with today, she's very passionate about it. The one thing that resonated with me as I listened to him talk was the fact that he doesn't want to see people's funds taken from them.
Yeah.
You know, he's tired of these scammers coming in and scamming people and draining their wallets, you know, whether it's whatever
it's
platform
been something that everybody sees on Discord, and it sucks, right? So
it does. And honestly, we should all be working on what the next iteration of blockchain, of self-custody platforms, whatever it is, we should be working on the next iteration. So before we get started, and I'm going to introduce Tadeusz, we'll cut it over to him, and he's going to give you the 10,000 foot, actually way lower than 10,000 foot. He's getting in there so you can actually see SSP in action, which is exciting. But the number one question we get is, what is the difference between Zelcore and SSP? So I figured I'd address that right out of the gate. SSP is a multi-signature platform. It's built specifically for Flux, but it also will be able to hold other assets as well. We'll be adding the PAs at some point, so everything will be in one. If you want something that's super robust and even can replace your hardware wallet, after the bullshit that Ledger just went through recently, where they're going to send your shit to the cloud, right? That's a problem. That's a big fucking problem. You don't have to worry about that with SSP. And as a matter of fact, it even puts you in control even deeper. Zelcore, on the other hand, which will be going through some major changes here coming up, and we'll be announcing those this week, is going to be geared more toward proof of use work and ease of use for folks that are onboarding. So you got Zelcore, which is the entry-level scenario, pairs well with proof of use work, blah, 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 blah. SSP is for power users, somebody that may not want to use a cold wallet. This is a great solution for them. So they're both in the same suite. One of them is not, at least in my book, I mean, one of them is not better than the other. I think SSP is probably a lot more powerful with its decentralized two-factor authentication, and Trunk will go over some of the strengths of that. But really, what it does is it allows us to have a suite of enterprise-based applications to support proof of use work and the rest of the ecosystem. So super excited. No, Zelcore isn't going away. As a matter of fact, it's going to get really fucking cool really quick. And SSP just adds another level to all of this. So without further ado, I'll shut the hell up. Go ahead,
You
David.
forgot one big thing, though. It's complete
What's that?
open source.
Open source. And that's a big one. We listen to the community, man. Like, one of the biggest things we've got since the beginning was, hey, we want an open source platform. So guess what? We built it for you guys. No more bitching. Switch over to SSP, and then you're all happy, right? So if you want the creature comforts of a platform like Zelcore, which happens to be closed source at this point, but I will put an asterisk on that. We're eventually working toward open sourcing Zelcore as well once we're ready for that. But SSP fills that gap quite nicely, and we're really looking forward to this thing becoming your go-to platform, really. So yes, absolutely, Davey. Good point.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So without
to bring on the guy.
Further ado, one of my favorite people in the world, right? Who and my brother in arms, although he calls me more like his dad because he says I'm too old to be his brother. But we'll let that slide. Tadeusz commented. Tadeusz. Is he there?
Hello.
How the hell are you? There
What's
he
up,
is.
fellas?
And those that
Good.
don't know, this is the Trunk, right? So the Trunk. Many people know you by the Trunk. They don't even know who Tadeusz is. So, without further ado, Tadeusz, take it away, my man.
All right.
Tadeusz, you want me to bring up your
Yeah, let's
your
go
presentation?
bring up the presentation. And
You can minimize me, Davey, if you want.
Hang on. I'm going to do
Please
one
do.
thing because he's a little quiet.
Tadeusz?
A little quiet.
Not Tadeusz.
How about now,
Okay.
Tadeusz? Talk to me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah,
6.
perfect. There you
Okay, let's go. Cool. So let's get started with some new project that we will be revealing and bringing to public. Or we already brought it to public. It's open source now. People can download it, play with it, and give it a try, but the actual release will be coming this winter. So let's go ahead. So you guys know, throughout the last couple of years, we brought some amazing products, innovations into the market. And we can start up with the Flux blockchain, which is the first fully decentralized masternode blockchain designed to host powerful applications. It's really a masterpiece in a decentralized infrastructure. And on our blockchain, we built using FluxOS. FluxOS is the brain of application orchestration. On the Flux blockchain, you can run loads of work, from a simple web pages to some game servers, or up until some critical medical infrastructure. So we ensure decentralization, redundancy, and scalability. Together, we call this stack Flux Cloud, and it is always available at your disposal, no matter where you are. We managed to build Zelcore, the multi-asset self-custody platform that's focusing on your privacy and full control of funds. So it's a self-custody platform with 70 plus blockchains and more coming soon. We are touching interoperability of multiple chains using Fusion. It's our own hybrid bridge that's handling seamless transition between 10 plus blockchains. And lately, we introduced proof of use for work. Using your computational resources at your home for projects like state-of-the-art research. That's novel, unheard of. So and today we will be unveiling something completely new and something that will shake the industry once again with a truly revolutionary product. And I hope it will change the way how you see current cryptocurrencies and how you interact with your daily Web 3.0 usage. We built this product on 3 pillars, sort of. First off is security, right? Security is always the #1 priority here in Flux. We ensure that the data protection using enhanced encryption is always the best. We have no store policy, and this all comes first, right? Throughout any Flux product. And it's like we started this chat, Dan and Davey were saying, we are really tired of people seeing in Discord that they've been hacked, right? We can ask those questions, who has been hacked? Who has not been hacked, right? Who doesn't have funds on some exchange going bankrupt, like recently, or who has not been part of some data breach, right? Somebody has passport, definitely, or have I been pwned side, right? So these are the questions we must address in our product, and we will. And the next pillar is simplicity, right? Just like an iPhone kind of lost keyboard in many years ago, we replaced stylus with a finger, right? So the same principles must apply in blockchain and in Web 3.0, right? Being intuitive and easy to use, that's the key to user experience. And lately, powerful, right? It may sound like the opposite of simple, but it actually goes hand in hand with simplicity, right? Being powerful means to expand, to scale, to adapt, right? Blockchains are always evolving, so we need to adapt quickly, and building on top of our current product is a need. So we are introducing SSP. It is secure, simple, and powerful wallet. David, can you bring the video again?
I can, if you like.
Yeah, I like the video. Let's get this.
You like the video? All right. Let's do the video one more time.
Yeah. Okay. So SSP is revolutionizing the industry by being the best dual signature wallet on the market. That's right. It's dual signature wallet. Right? You need your wallet and the key, 2 individual signatures. Because like security matters, right? Simplicity matters, and like average user deserves to have a powerful tool for the next decades to come. So we strive to provide a state-of-the-art product to everyone, and everyone can contribute to it. We use the state-of-the-art BIP48, so Bitcoin improvement proposal of multi-signature designs, and SSP is entirely open source. You can browse the source code for both SSP wallet and SSP key right now. You can contribute to it and test it out. Yeah, let's go ahead with some live demo, how to use SSP. Okay, so as you mentioned, SSP is dual signature wallet. First piece is your wallet, currently a Chrome extension, and second piece is the SSP key that's located on your phone. You can log into your wallet, maybe. Okay, you need to put a valid password. And that's how the current interface looks like, right? We have our Flux address. You can notice that it starts with T3, not T1, but T3, because it's a multi-signature address. We have some receive portion, we have some transactions, we have some cypherpunk transaction going back a couple of weeks back, and we can showcase how you easily transact on a dual signature wallet. Let's grab some address from the Explorer. We paste the receiver, the amount we want to send. We can put some note, hello YouTube, and we hit send. And we are now asked to confirm our transaction on SSP key. We see there is a QR code, so we can scan it on the phone, or we can paste this, which is called raw transaction into SSP key, or simply do it by automation. SSP key has powerful WebSockets, it has push notifications, so you will very rarely need to scan something, all is synced automatically. On your SSP key, we can enroll to Face ID. So we can use a Face ID, we can use fingerprints, and you can just approve the transaction. What happens if we decide to reject, right? So non-matching face. Okay. Or just cancel, right? If you reject the transaction here, it's very flawlessly sync to my wallet and the transaction got rejected. So we need to construct a new transaction.
I would love to
And
send it to somebody in the audience, but
oh, we can. And you see the push notification too, right? You got push notification too. If audience pays me errors, I can send them some Flux. But let's just approve this first one, so we see more of it. And transaction is sent.
Whoever's first.
We can show the transaction on mobile phone, even on the
Davey, be careful because I think it does.
Well,
I think YouTube blocks like wallet addresses, so it might not pop up in there. Yeah.
Okay.
You might have to get one by DM or something.
Well, whoever DMs me that one in Discord.
So SSP wallet is fully using infrastructure that's running on Flux. So on Flux, we have blockbook solutions deployed. So we are using Flux blockbook and many more.
What does that mean? What does that mean? Like, does that mean I can run my own blockbooks and use it, or what does
absolutely? At current point, SSP is powered by Flux decentralized infrastructure. Every blockchain is powered by infrastructure that's running on Flux. So that means redundancy, scalability, so many geolocations. But if you wish to plug in your own infrastructure, you can go to settings and you can rewrite the node service that you want.
So truly decentralized. You can literally have your own servers in the back.
Yeah, you can put in your own service. You can put in your SSP relay, right? We use SSP relay to sync flawlessly, to power the WebSocket, to power the push notifications. We need to use SSP SSP relay server. So you can plug in your own as well. SSP relay is also open source. All can be found on our GitHub. So, but this was 2 weeks ago, right? So what happened since then? Well, since then we added multiple wallets, right? Because why stop at one wallet or 2, 3, 4, 5? In fact, we can go and generate hundreds of wallets. We put no limit on the amount of wallets you can have. You want to have wallet number 13? No problem. You want to have wallet number, I don't know, 28? Not a problem. You can use wallet for every purpose you want.
But what if I don't want to use a Flux wallet?
That's a great question. If you don't want to use Flux wallet, we also added multiple chains. So in the last 2 weeks, we not only added multiple wallets, but we expanded Xstar SSP to be even more powerful with multiple chains. Right? You can use Litecoin. Right? There's my Litecoin address. You can again generate so many Litecoin addresses, as many as you want. Right? And you can notice this is LTC. Right? What does it mean, right? Usually Litecoin address starts with capital L, or it starts with capital T, right? LTC means this is a native SegWit multi-signature address. So SSP is fully incompatible.
SegWit already baked in, right?
Yes. We are fully SegWit compatible, and we generate SegWit addresses for blockchains like Litecoin by default.
Nice.
By
the way, me and Dan haven't seen that piece yet, so that's why I was asking.
So we're native SegWit for Bitcoin as well?
Correct. We will have Bitcoin blockchain as well, and we will have native SegWit addresses.
Nice.
And we'll
I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that. Now I'm excited. I was excited before, but now I'm super excited.
Yeah. And we can showcase you how to add more chains, right? Because each of these chains, be it Flux, be it Flux testnet, Litecoin, they all work independently. So your seed phrase generates extended public keys, that generates private keys, and none of the private keys shared between any of the wallets. So your Flux wallet 1 has different private key than your Ravencoin wallet one, than your Litecoin wallet one. All are independent. So if you lose one private key, none of your other blockchains or wallets addresses are compromised. In fact, if I show you my private keys.
But you're gonna show private keys? Let me take some notes here.
You can take it. You cannot do anything with it because you don't have the second part, which is stored securely on my
Jesus,
SSP.
that sounds like a challenge, Drunk. Somebody's screenshotting the fuck out of this right now.
Well, they can get 4 Flux and not even anymore.
We'll honeypot it. Put 1,000 Flux in there. If you can get to it, it's yours.
In fact, I can show you entire SSP seed phrase, right? And you still can't access the funds. You can't even generate the addresses for my SSP because you are still missing my second SSP key on device.
Cool.
In case you want to see this too. And here we have some QR code. Okay.
Drunk, there's a question in the audience that I want to know, and since we're right on this part right now, is being that this is really kind of set up for Bitcoin SegWit, so on and so forth. What about Lightning Network? Could you see Lightning Network eventually in this as well?
I can imagine that, right? It will not be in the next few weeks, but I would be happy to have Lightning Network myself. I would love to have Taproot. I would love to have Taproot assets. If you haven't heard of Taproot assets,
yes, I want that.
That would be amazing to have as well. So, yeah. One more thing we can show is how do you sync other chain, right? So let's try with Ravencoin, right? So this is my kind of Ravencoin wallet saying me, hey, please sync your SSP key with your SSP wallet, right? On your mobile phone, you simply scan the QR code. The rest is automatic. But on simulator, we should use manual input. I'm asked to approve the synchronization. So we can approve it. We can match my face. And I'm synced to my Ravencoin wallet. Right. You can again generate many addresses. And we have some Raven here as well that we can send. So who wants some Flux, Raven or Litecoin?
I actually put in the private chat today. I put a Flux address. Somebody send me their address.
Where is the private chat?
In our StreamYard.
Go to StreamYard on the right-hand side. There's the private chat and comments.
There you go.
Okay, let's send some Flux.
It's probably Davey's address, if I had to guess. Always trying to get some free Flux.
Always want to get more Flux, buddy. Always want more Flux, but it's not mine.
The grind is real.
Hello. Okay. And I should have my notification right here. Approve transaction. Match our face. And it's done.
Nice.
So that is SSP. Best tool signature on the market.
So how do people start? Can they already start using this? Is this released?
Absolutely. SSP is located on our GitHub. So there are a couple of pieces, right? There is SSP wallet, /SSP wallet. Second piece is SSP key, /SSP key. And in the wallet, you can go to actions. You can choose the latest build, and you can download the artifact.
Okay.
So this is you're able to get this now, play with it.
You are able to get this now and play with it just like I showed you.
Okay, cool.
And you go ahead to the artifact. You can unzip it. And on your Chrome extension, you manage your extension. Make sure you toggle the developer mode. And now load unpack. And I don't know where I unzipped it. Load unpacked artifact. And that should do. How can I pin it? Can pin SSP wallet again. And I am right back to here. You can notice that now I don't have anything here. That's because we use very strong encryption. In fact, if you get to my computer and you just take my local storage, my secure local storage, and put it in your computer, it will not work. Even if you know the password, it will not decrypt correctly because we encrypt the entire wallet and SSP key using device's fingerprints. Oh, and now I showed you both seed phrases for wallet and key. So we can have a race who can get the...
Well, there goes that 1,000 Flux solution.
We didn't even get it on there yet. Holy shit. So we got some questions. We do have some questions coming in here. Davey, if you want to start popping up.
Sure.
A few of those.
Sure.
Let's try to stick with SSP to start, but then we'll move to AMA at the end.
We'll move to other things as well, but let's... So the 1,000 Flux is gone already because we literally just shared all the private keys. But
well, somebody has to take it.
So we have somebody in the audience called Jeremy Anderson. I think we answered his questions already. So
gotta watch that guy.
We'll recap some of the questions.
That guy's shifty. You gotta watch him.
Do you only support Flux?
No,
we all know the answer to this.
Support
already.
Many blockchains, with more to come, right?
But they have to be basically Bitcoin forks, correct?
Currently, we support any Bitcoin fork that has inside or blockbook integration.
Okay, what about our PAs? Are we going to see our PAs in there at some point so that we can keep all of them in one spot?
I would hope so. We want to be EVM compatible as well, but that is a little tricky, right? Making multi-signatures on EVM is still a little bit tricky than with contracts.
Yeah,
so
well, I mean, they can't even get it right.
More.
Yeah, the Ethereum devs can't even get it right. So I think we're okay. We're in better company. We can at least build a better product than them. Hey, the other question that I have is, hold on, I got a question. Or I have a question. Is what about Fusion? Are we eventually going to see Fusion in this as well? Because currently we have that in core, Zelcore. Are we going to be able to see Fusion directly in here, like with API access and so on and so forth?
I believe so. It will count to how many blockchains we will add the support for, right? Because we're trying to be a multi-signature wallet, right? And many of the blockchains we work with, such as Ethereum, Binance Smart Chains, they are initially designed to be only single signature addresses. So there are some additions done using smart contracts on the Ethereum side that we will try to integrate correctly. But speaking, for example, for Cadena is multi-signature by design. Right? Their accounts support multiple signatures. So
you definitely see Cadena on there then.
I believe so. Yeah.
Multi-sig has to be implemented on those chains, basically.
On those platforms, yeah. I mean, in other words, we can't.
Them, so.
Yeah, so we can't get ahead of ourselves, so to speak. But yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
And I don't think we're in the business of fixing other people's their chains either.
Well, you'd be surprised, Davey. We fix a lot of shit.
But yeah, time permits. I got a couple other questions. So first question from the Pirate, and it's actually a multi. There's actually two questions to that one. So first question is how is Timmy going to set this up? I'd like a click and play option. There's two devices, so it's not going to be one click. You're going to have to do it twice. But how? So basically, it goes through with the same question of when it will be in the Play Store, basically.
I think that the bigger question is this, because I've seen it popping up too, is will this be available in the App Store? And the answer to that question is it will be in the App Store for the authentication piece. So SSP key, this product will be in the App Store. That's what's going to sign your transactions. And then it's going to be browser-based, correct, Tadesh? So
correct.
Well, it needs to be in the Play Store from Google for it to be able to.
SSP key is mobile, your second signature on the transaction, and all the transactions are initiated from your SSP wallet, which is currently a Chrome extension.
So this doesn't necessarily take the place of a Zelcore that's mobile compliant, mobile friendly. Download it, you got it on your phone, so on and so forth. This is two steps. You got your desktop application that you're going to be utilizing. Plus, you'll be able to sign that with the app that's downloaded from the App Store, the SSP key, which is the actual key that runs approves those transactions. Is that correct? Am I correct in saying that?
Yes, the SSP key must do the second signature to the transaction. SSP wallet is doing first signature with its own private key, and SSP key is doing the second signature with its own private key as well.
Nice. I got another question. See, this is nice being like, I get all my questions answered first, guys, because, I'm here, right?
So, I call them YouTube, right? So,
well, yeah, that's true too. What about a secondary, like if I want to sign this with something other than the SSP key, like would there be somewhere down the road where other applications could sign, maybe like a hardware wallet or something of that nature? Or is this strictly SSP? It's a closed ecosystem, no third-party applications.
Well, it's all open source, right? So we welcome any other development. The scheme, how we derive accounts, addresses, that's all open source. So if somebody develops a way to connect a hardware key, like YubiKey, for example, and use that instead of your SSP key, it's absolutely possible, right?
That would be cool.
Oh man, that gets me excited when you say that. I've had this damn thing laying here for a long time, man. Like we need to get rolling on that shit.
Yeah,
I don't even know how to use that thing, so I have to learn as I go.
Usually we store like passwords on YubiKeys, right? Because YubiKey cannot do the actual signature, so you still need a compatible software to, let's say, with YubiKey you decrypt the seed phrase, right? Use YubiKey as your password, and then the SSP key will provide the signature needed.
Okay, Davey. Now you can fire off all the ones from the chat. Yes, we will be advertisements. So this will be marketed hardcore. Yeah, we're getting ready to release our second phase of Primetime, and with that is we hired an ad company, and they're going to advertise our products. So Flux Drive Pro, SSP, Core Wallet, all the other pieces. They'll all be in there. So you're going to definitely see that. And we're definitely going to hit it hard. There'll be an announcement coming probably tomorrow about Zelcore, which I want people to engage on. So when I do my next AMA, which is probably later this week, we'll be talking about that as well. So yes.
Both yes.
SSP wallet be separate website or integrated into the Flux website. It'll be a separate website. Like I said, we're totally redoing the Zelcore setup. We're trying to put space between Flux proper and Flux Drive and WordPress deployments, things like that. And then we're trying to keep them tied to the ecosystem. So proof of use of work will have the option to download both Core or SSP. And, it'll tell the user, hey, when you hover over it, Zelcore is made simple for, entry level folks, yada, yada, yada. SSP is more powerful. It's limited to Flux, da, 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 da. So, they're all going to be intertwined into proof of use work. The actual desktop applications, Davey and the team are working on, Alex is working on getting those integrated. So yes, we'll be separate, but it will be within the ecosystem. Is SSP a branch of Flux? SSP is owned by Influx, the parent company. but it's open source. So really it's owned by the community. Influx happened to be the ones to put it together and build it out, and we'll continue to keep working on it. But really it's owned by me, you, and everybody else. So that was the big thing, is this isn't a revenue generation source or anything like that. This is just giving a powerful tool to the community so they can keep building on it moving forward.
Well, and going back to the other question as well, it's basically another solution to help protect everybody, right? So we're listening to some of the grievances that are out there. So
Kadesh, there's one for you. Brave, will it be available on Safari and Brave browser?
Safari, no, because that's not a Chromium base, is it?
I'm not sure. Currently, we only support Chrome. This is mostly because of Chrome secure storage. I
use it on Brave personally.
Okay, I haven't tried
but
it.
Not validated. That's me testing it, so I've been using it on Brave.
Yeah,
or on Edge.
It's a standard Chrome extension, but we try to on Chrome we have available Chrome storage, which is used for SSP encryption of password. Right, when you log into SSP, and now I minimize it, the Chrome extension is basically closed as a program. That's how extensions work. So when you open extension, it starts fresh. When you close it, it's dead, right? So then when you want to open it again, you would need to enter your password again, right? So in that case, we are using Chrome secure storage to store your encrypted password with your fingerprint. And in that case, you can log you back into the SSP, load your wallets, and so on, right? So I'm not sure. We can probably figure something out similar to Brave and other browsers to support this feature of logging you back into the wallet. It was more technical, sorry.
Yeah, and the nice thing about it is a lot of this will be like, now that we're cutting this loose to the community to start playing with, they'll start giving input into that as well. So I'm sure there's some some browsers out there that aren't supported out of the gate, and hopefully we get some folks that want to help code this bad boy too. So the nice thing about open source is the community becomes your group of developers, which is what we want. Our commitment is to support this thing and see it grow exponentially. Zelcore has about 700,000 plus users, about 2.5 million unique addresses. So the demand is definitely high for both platforms. So we want to see it grow exponentially. So good input.
All right, I got more.
Oh, this is a good one. I was going to ask the same damn thing because you know me, rocking the I need to put a damn protector on my phone.
Use protection, dude.
Yeah. So during the presentation, I managed to leak both the seed phrases, right? So your SSP wallet has its seed phrase, and your SSP key has its own seed phrase. So you need to store them as a backup securely somewhere in your safe. Ideally on the separate places, right? So in your safe number 1 at home, you have SSP wallet seed phrase, and in your parents' home, you have your SSP key seed phrase. So if you lose your phone, nothing to worry about, right? Nobody can access your entire SSP wallet, right? They have just one piece instead of two, and you can be sure that it's still safe. But you can grab another phone and restore your SSP key seed phrase in that phone, and you can continue using your SSP as normal. So
the biggest thing that you have to learn is secure the storage of your seed phrases, right? So if you don't do that properly, then that's the entire thing with blockchain itself, right? So find a way to securely store all your seed phrases.
I bought this thing over the weekend, and I had set it up for sharding my private keys. You know what I mean? So it's like basically it's 3 physical pieces that you can shard, and you can deposit in 3 different places, and you need all 3 to access. Something like that would be cool for this.
I have a metal
really split those. This is like I thought I had it here, but I guess I don't.
Yeah,
I'll have to show it to you later on.
I have something similar, and it's a metal. Something that I brought from the Bitcoin conference, but it's like a metal thing. But yeah, make sure you keep your private keys secure, right?
It's a little tube like this, and this is what I'm thinking is going to be the best for those private keys. This is like EMP proof, the whole 9 yards, and then you have this little piece that goes inside of this that does your private keys. So this is kind of a cool thing to have, and then you can shard them up nicely, and both your private key and your SSP key can go into these, and then you can make sure that nobody's getting your shit. Waterproof. You can send them through X-rays and all that kind of shit. So
I see somebody in the chat make a statement. So some type of users, I won't use a name there, have a double chance to lose their wallets. Well, we can make things more secure.
If you lose it, you didn't belong to be in fucking crypto to begin with. Get your shit together. Come on.
Yeah,
go take a CD out in the bank.
It's the same thing as your D2FA pin code in Zelcore. At least there you could still utilize some, I guess, your private key somewhat, but still, it's an extra layer of security, and it comes with extra responsibility. So
yeah, and we're used to in the legacy finance system having them wipe our ass for us. You know what I mean? Like you can be a total doof and call them up and I fucked up. Just reset that, redo this, redo this.
That also means personal. They have access to that too.
Right. It's personal accountability. We're not, this isn't for everyone. Just quite frankly, it's just not. But anyway, I'll get off that soapbox. That's for another time.
I think we somewhat answered it, but just to reiterate.
That's a good question for Flux nodes. And the answer is yes. Flux nodes will be available in SSP. We are working on Flux daemon upgrade, so the entire Flux blockchain upgrade, to allow Flux nodes that have multi-signature address as a collateral. Right? So that's the first step. That's currently on testnet. There's lots of testing going on. If you want to participate, please reach out to me or Jeremy. And we plan to release this upgrade in the next few weeks. And after that, we will integrate it to SSP. So yes, Flux nodes will be available very soon in your SSP.
So that's a big one.
How do we transition then? Because that's going to be the next question.
Well, it's going to have to be a complete lift and shift, right?
No. You have to send the collateral, right? Yeah. So destroying kind of your node, not the server actually, right? Just resending the collateral to the multi-signature address.
And then do a reconfig and all that fun stuff.
Updating collateral on the node, yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to be a bit of work, but it's going to be your decision to make if you want to use this wallet or if you want to use the Zelcore wallet as is. So anyway, but with that in mind, this is actually a good follow-up question to that. And it's not a stupid question, by the way, Alex.
Yeah, so the question is, how do we know that what we are downloading is a true SSP, right? So you should always download from the GitHub itself or from the marketplace. Do not download from any other place, right? It probably will be on SSP wallet website, but there will be just a link to the marketplace, right? So there is a marketplace of Chrome extensions. It will be under Influx, linked correctly, signed correctly. So verify signatures, verify that the checksum match, or use GitHub releases directly. On the SSP key, it will be distributed to official stores. So you can find it on the App Store or Play Store. It has to be released by us. Yeah.
All right.
On SSP key, we also have GitHub Actions, right? So it's all built deterministically. There's no single person building it. It's all done by code. So very verifiable as well.
already somebody asking about Neoxa. Will it be on SSP? If it's a Bitcoin fork and it has multi-sig capabilities, then
the good thing of
somebody
SSP
can
is
make
that
a pull
it's
request.
open source. Exactly, it's entirely open source. I think a blockchain is fairly easy. It's a simple configuration file. So maybe there will be some tweaks needed for Neoxa, but the developers from Neoxa, I would like to invite them to contribute to SSP and to add themselves.
Yeah, that was like one of the big things that Trunk was really focused on, was the fact that, the way it is now is everybody is depending on us to add assets to Zelcore. It's not that way with SSP. It's because it's open source, you can go in and I'm sure there'll be some template based eventually to get these developers through it. But if they want to be an SSP, they can do that. They just have to add their blockchain, submit the pull request, get it reviewed, and boom, you're ready to rock and roll.
Again, there's no revenue generation on our end on this. This is a community wallet. We can all contribute. So pull requests, and then who does the verification on the pull request? Then to this, is that you or
currently it's mostly me? Yes.
If you go into the SSP wallet right now and you see to the contributors, it's Trunk, and then here and there somebody else, but it's mostly today is baby at this point. So
yeah, the goal of SSP is to really become Web 3.0 wallet, the wallet to go through, not for just Flux, but for any chain, right? And I would really like to push the dual signature wallets, and SSP is pioneering it. The security that comes with the mandatory 2 signatures is just another level, right? Losing a single signature that happens to any of us, right? But losing 2 signatures, that almost doesn't happen, right? I would say we are more secure than hardware storage, right? You can lose or accidentally leak your hardware wallet private key or seed phrase, but leaking 2 seed phrases or 2 private keys, it's
and even if somebody gets a hold of your other wallet, you have to still approve it, right? So even if you see somebody trying to send out coin, if you don't approve it, nothing is going to happen, right? That's the beauty of this thing.
Yep.
And plus,
your
wallet is compromised. So at that point,
you'll know immediately that it's compromised, and you'll just be able to, basically go move your funds to a new one, and
exactly
done.
Here's a dreaded question: when dark mode?
Oh, we do have dark mode for SSP key and SSP. Yeah, for SSP key, it's dark mode and light mode compatible. For wallet, it's in development, so soon TM.
Soon TM. I love that.
Yes, there is an APK you can download. Yes, you can go ahead to run on Flux/SSP key, and there go ahead to actions, and you can click on the latest GitHub action, and there you will find artifacts. And there is your APK. We support as many Android versions as possible, I believe since version 6. And also multiple architectures as well. So x6, x86, and ARM.
All right.
We'll take like 2 more questions and we'll wrap it up.
No, I got some other meetings to attend to. Some important things, actually. Is there a public roadmap for SSP? I don't think we actually we haven't even released the website yet. So
there will be
early stages.
It's in the early stages, and will depend a lot on the community for that input as well. So, I mean, personally, I'd love to see the Lightning Network in there tomorrow. Today, if you can make that happen. No, I'm just kidding. But those are the kind of things we're going to want to fine tune and put on the roadmap for
But then as well that if you say I would love it by tomorrow, that he's already probably looking at it on his other screen.
He does that shit
to another screen. So
he does that shit quite often.
When at the Airbnb as well, it was like 11 in the evening, and he was going at it. I'm like, dude, like you can take a break at times,
He's diehard.
He's not the only one, by the way. When there was late times working.
Same for you, David. Same for you. I was just clogged there.
I was in bed. I was sleeping.
Yeah, snoring.
Sorry, dude. I'm old, man. Business development and all that kind of shit has to rest because I have to be sharp.
All right.
You guys are much younger than me.
One more question. This is the only bit of light I get during the entire day. By the way, that's how I live.
Oh, go touch grass, Davey. Seriously, come on. I think SSP is the right wallet for every P2E projects. We would agree with that. Yeah, absolutely. We would agree with that. That's the reason why this took precedence as we were building out. I mean, one would argue that we have a pretty fantastic wallet in Zelcore, and it's just going to keep getting better. But we realized for us to push this to the next level, we're going to need something like this for our enterprise customers as well. So yeah, if you're building a business model, say you're running nodes or whatever the scenario is, this seems to be the most logical go-to spot for you. If you're just doing some home mining and you just want a hot wallet to swap your shit around, then that's where I think Core comes into play as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still, the dual signature is just key, right? And plus face recognition and all that. So it's not just dual, like it's basic is dual signature, but then it comes also with some of the other security pieces that the phones offer, right? So
this is a game changer, people. You'll be talking about where you were when you saw it the first time because this is.
So I want Doge added to this Lightning Network.
Somebody else was asking about Doge. It's ready for it, but
all right.
Yes.
Anyway, all right, guys. Thanks for jumping on today. We'll be doing another one of these this week as well. I'm going to bring forward my basically my keynote from the event that didn't get recorded, which I'm still angry and bitter about, but that's okay. So we'll do it live and we'll have some fun with it. So Thanks again for everybody jumping on today. As usual, absolutely amazing. And this is going to be a game changer. If anybody wants to ask questions, drop in our Discord, toss them in there. We'll answer questions for a little bit today. She'll be up for a while here yet, and he'll get back to you and answer them. So thanks, everybody, for coming, and we'll see you next time. Davey?
Mm-hmm. Thank you, everyone.
Play us out.
Oh, why do they lie? Yeah. There's only one way to go, and that's Web 3.0. Don't be evil, Flux freeing all the people, fluxing on them now like a cheat code. Flux gon' keep you from a breach though, and you know we Web 3.0. Don't be evil, Flux freeing all the people, fluxing on them now like a cheat code. Flux gon' keep you from a breach though, and you know we Web 3.0. I know we fighting these corporate tyrants. They try to silence, but we can see they tried to censor our speech. They want no privacy. At night I can't sleep, cause my data, they gonna breach. Don't be evil, Flux being all the people, fluxing on them now like a cheat code. Flux gon' keep you from a breach though, and you know we Web 3.0. Don't be evil, Flux being all my people, fluxing on them now like a cheat code. Flux gon' keep you from a breach though, and you know we Web 3.0. And you know we Web 3.0. And you know we Web 3.0. We gon'